Good morning, sheep fans. Cammy's the name, sheep's the game. I have said that so many times over the last 5 years, 5.5 years, and it's all led to this point. We've bought a farm. This is not clickbait. We have literally bought a farm in Ayrshire, very close to home, a place I know very, very well. I can't believe I get to say that. It's amazing. So this video is just going to be Lizzie and I walking around the farm, showing you the buildings we've got, the bits of ground that are with it, and talking a bit about it. And we have an extra special surprise right at the end. Let's roll the intro. Now, just before Lizzie joins us for the tour, as I said at the intro there, it's been 5+ years of working on YouTube and building and growing that, and you guys getting behind us and getting involved that has led to this moment. So thank you for that. Anyone who's watched the videos, who's bought merch, you guys did this, and it all started with a video like this. Got to feed some sheep just now, new gimbal thing for filming. Look at this, getting fancy. I think it's fair to say I've aged quite a lot in the last 5 years. Is that the kids? Is that the long hours? Is that just nature, genetics? I'll let you guys decide in the comments. But we have done it, as I said, we have done it. We've got our own farm. Let's get Lizzie and let's walk you around it and show you how incredible it is. Okay, Lizzie is here now. She joins us at the first shed we're going to talk about. Let's talk about some sheds and we can talk a bit more about the farm. Which shed's this, Lizzie?
The lean-to. The
lean-to here. So I think, yeah, we should have drone footage of this to clip in. The idea of this shed here is, if Lizzie holds the camera and I walk you over this kind of direction here, equipment, it's a good shed for equipment. It's actually a really nice lean-to. As tin lean-tos go, it's in very good condition. That's a theme you'll see as we move around this whole place. The condition of the place is pretty incredible, to be honest with you. So simple lean-to. We'll have the clipping trailers in here. We'll have other things, scanning trailer. What else do we have? All these broken down pickups we have.
Animals.
What animals?
Sheep, maybe.
We have other sheds for sheep. Let's look at them. So from the first shed to the first field, and this is, we only have 2 fields, okay? That is the big caveat of this place. And I think that is the thing that will shock many people. But we only have 2 fields. This is one of them. I don't know the acreage of this, but there's only 16 acres in total on this place. It's a very small unit. It's not perhaps what you'd picture in your head as, oh, they've got a farm, massive big operation. It's not that. It's a small unit because small is all we can afford. And even at that, it's not the limit. We have the houses here. There's 2 houses on it. That's another interesting thing. So this is the holiday let here. Very, very nice. And the far one is our house at the end there. It's a 3-bedroom. You could adapt it to be a 4 if need be. Obviously we kind of need a 4, so it can be done, and I'm not too worried, to be honest with you. And there's a separate garage on the far side. That's the houses, though. That's the boring stuff. That's the least important stuff. While we're talking about the boring stuff, we have this here. So this is just a little byre, I suppose. You could put some dog kennels in here, some storage for, you know, your quad bike, the CF Moto. I don't know. You could convert this potentially into a little holiday let as well if you wanted.
General tool shed, isn't it?
Yeah, we will fill this with absolute rubbish. I can guarantee it. It'll be an absolute mess in about 6 months. Lizzie says no, but it absolutely will be. Right, moving on to the next. What we're going to look at next. So we'll just go as we go. We'll say with a really big shed, we'll have 2 big sheds. It's quite interesting. Let's start with keep working up from boring to less boring, I think. Indoor silage pit. Well, there's maybe lights in this too. Oh no, it's just a wee light there. Yeah, just a wee light up there. Okay, we'll get more lights for this, but there is silage in it. It's been sold to a local farmer. I don't know what the lighting will be like, if you can even see back there. It's a very dull, dark day. We're showing you around. Indoor silage pit. What does a sheep farmer need an indoor silage pit for? Not much, but I think we could move into the beef game. How's that sound? What about beef shorthorns? I need a lot of help in the comments here, folk, about what we're going to do with these sheds. Beef shorthorns? Yes? No? What kind of cattle should we get? We will get cattle at some point, but it might be a wee while till we can afford it. Unless, you know, we get some tick from the market. You know how I love the tick. So, yes, silage at the back there been sold to a local farmer. I do have plans to put silage in here, I think. Will we, Lizzie? Will we do silage?
Could do.
Do you want to get a tractor?
Angus like a tractor.
Angus would like a tractor. And then this, again, second indoor silage pit. Plenty of silage in it as well. Again, all sold to a local farmer, so that will be going over the next little while. The great thing with an indoor silage pit, from our point of view, is you can do anything with it. You know, I know it's a silage pit, but it's not like a slatted shed or a cubicle shed where it's so niche and it only has one purpose. With this, you know, we can stick a couple of gates across the front. It's a massive lambing shed. You know, you have real functionality with it and things you can do. I just don't know what we're going to do yet. Lizzie's holding the camera. I know you guys want Lizzie in front of the camera, but I couldn't work out any other way to do this really than to have Lizzie helping. So, we come in here. We're into a sort of cattle holding yard here. You can see as you know, we look around here, there's big heavy gates. It's been a beef finishing unit this for years. It was part of a dairy farm before. And speaking of cattle, so we have some cattle in here. These are just some dairy cross cattle for a local farmer on a slatted shed. They are, I don't know anything about breeds. I have no idea what they are. Just out of dairy cattle. And they're on just a bed and breakfast. That's a self-supply type thing. It's the farmer provides the silage, he puts the silage in, he does everything with them. We just provide the shed as such. It's just a good little option. It's a guy I know. It's a good little option for keeping some cash flow coming initially as we get going. This slatted shed, it's the oldest, I'm not saying it's the oldest thing here, it will be one of the oldest things. Of all the things, it's probably one in the worst condition, but you know, if we can fill a silage pit and do some silage for our own cattle and maybe do some B&B, there is a good potential there to earn £1 for sure. I realise this video could end up 30 minutes long. Hopefully you're staying with me, guys. It is quite a insane video to make, very different than what we've done before. Moving on, if we look at this shed here. What is this shed, Lizzie?
Ooh, another cattle shed.
Another cattle shed. Another cattle shed. Wait, what kind of cattle are you going to put in here?
Young stock.
Just some young stock?
I don't know.
Some bulls, could be bull pens, it could be calving pens. I don't know, guys, let me know in the comments what you would do with some of these sheds, you know, in my situation. I mean, the ridiculous thing is, for somebody like me as a sheep farmer, like, I just look at this feed passage and think this would make a fantastic lambing shed. Like, there's so much floor space here. I could easily put some huddles along there and just lamb a lot of sheep here. Not that we need to, because we have got some other sheds, but you never know how crazy things might go. So another cattle shed there that we can use for something at some point. Across now to the other shed, and you'll notice looking about, like, concrete. We have the whole yard is concreted, like it's, I mean, even away up here. The only bit that isn't concreted is this little walkway here. In fact, let's walk this way actually. This is a nicer way to come into this shed, I think. Let's walk this way, walk and talk. So everybody knows that we've bought this in the district, but obviously you guys, it's a big story to you guys, and I've been keeping it stum, because until you're in it, when you look at the figures, you don't believe it's actually going to happen. Do we go in here first, or do we go in over go up high, start up high, Lizzie. Again, another concreted yard out the back here. I don't know what you do with this. And this is our other field, I should say, that Lizzie's pointing at just now. So just this field here, and then the wee field over to the left. There's some trees in it. There's like a wee meadow there just in front of maybe an acre or so in front of the house. And then this little field here. I suppose one big factor to think in about this, the thing looks ridiculous, it looks crazy because it's so many big sheds with only 16 acres. But we're probably one of the few people in the district that can actually justify buying this place, other than people wanting to use it for commercial enterprise, which I think there was a couple interested in that. But to farm it, we're probably one of the few people in the district that can do that because we have rented ground nearby. Now, there's no security in that ground, I get that, but got to take a gamble at some point. Last lambing really pushed me on and made me think, like, I need to get sheds, I need to get a base, because it was an absolute shambles. And this, my plan this year was to sell all the triplets in lamb, because I was like, I wasn't doing that again. But this is giving us real options now. Look at this shed. I mean, this is insane. You guys bought this shed. And I know that all sounds like fairy tale, like wishy-washy, oh, thank you, but it's so true. Like, it's you guys supporting us that bought this shed. And the reality is, it'll be you guys supporting us that pay the mortgage. It'll be you guys supporting us that buy the cattle to put in it. And everything else that goes with it is all through the sheep game. Or the beef game, as we're going, Lizzie. the beef game. That's the future. So yeah, moving through here, this will be probably our main lambing shed this year, certainly. We're going to set up some pens, some walk-through feeders. I don't know what we're doing. I have grand dreams of perhaps doing slatted sheds at some point to put, you know, sheep slats in. Certainly on one side of it we could do sheep slats and then maybe keep cattle on the other side. I don't know. We could even maybe do pigs initially, just to make sure we can pay the mortgage. What do you think about pigs, Lizzie?
Smelly.
Smelly? No, they're not smelly.
Yeah.
They can be a bit noisy, but they're not. No, I don't think. Maybe they are a wee bit smelly.
Cows don't like pigs.
Cows don't like pigs. Well, we wouldn't mix them, it'll be fine. So yeah, this is just a massive shed. I mean, the infrastructure's incredible. If you look, like it's, you know, locking head jokes for something. I don't know what you do with them. AIing or I don't know. Or for dozing them maybe, do you? Tell me what you do with locking head jokes in a feed passage like this. Big gates, everything pretty heavy duty. Round the shed. This, you know, in really good nick, this shed, really good condition. It's one of the biggest straw-bedded cattle sheds that I've been in, certainly in the district. I mean, it's nothing compared to like what the guys have down at Lilburn or compared to like what Crawford Niven has. His is considerably bigger than this is. But man, the options you have here, guys. Like, again, what would you do with it? Let us know in the comments. And I think we've got one more shed to look at before we do the house tour. The big one, right, we've saved the best to last. Put these lights off because I've got the electricity bill to pay. Give me 1 second, I'm going to get my tripod so Lizzie can be in this one too. And finally, this is our last and probably most versatile shed. I mean, it is just a massive shed. As you can see, it's got heaps of straw in it. At the moment, that's not all ours. Well, I say not all ours. I think some of it will be ours. I've asked Jim to keep a few bales back for lambing time, of course. Straw is potentially scarce this year. But yeah, I think the big plan with this is to put, those of you who have been following us for a while, which is a lot of you I know, we have the sheep game headquarters at a unit, at a warehouse which we rent, and that is a big part of paying the mortgage here, is that we can stop paying that rent there and we can just stick a wee bit up the back corner there. We don't actually need that much space. Looking around, the place is pretty good. Straw here, I think that straw's spoken for there as well. But one other thing that I need to do is...
Oh, for God's sake, Jesus Christ.
I said we couldn't get married until we had the farm. So we've got the farm now.
Oh my God, what did you do that for?
We've got 3 kids. I've got her. Lizzie, will you marry me?
Yes.
That was quite smooth actually, it worked out quite nice. I was like, I hope you turn round. Well, I thought it was a nice moment. It's quite a special moment in our lives, isn't it? No, that's it. I can't afford any more surprises. We can't actually afford to get married, can I just say?
Hey, Bonnie, what's that doing?
But what I was really thinking we could do with this shed is actually
have a wedding.
Just get married in here. I think it's a good wedding venue, isn't it? What do you think, Bonnie?
Jesus, what's that done? What's that done?
What do you think? There we go. What do you think?
They're very nice, very nice.
It's not the right size. We need to go and get it
No,
sized.
that's okay.
Yeah, the lady's like, what size are her hands? And I was like, but
Big.
same size as mine.
Hey.
And it doesn't fit me, so yeah, I don't think it'll fit you. So
It's okay. Jeez.
okay, that's that done.
Done that
God,
now.
good to get that done. There we go. Right, you have that, Lizzie. You put it in
Okay,
your
thank
pocket. We'll get it resized and done. So there we go. I always say, see a situation like that, it's a private proposal, but it's getting viewed publicly. You know, I'm always funny about these public, but I know you wouldn't like a public proposal.
No.
So that's a very private one. It's just us here, but you guys get to share the moment, and we get to enjoy it too, and the kids will get to enjoy watching it as well. I think that is special. So towards the end there, I started to lose my chain of thought a little bit. You know, exciting, stressful, try to make it all happen, make sure the proposal went well. So I just wanted to come back on and round up this video, which is a momentous moment in our lives, mine and my family's life, that we now have our own farm with so much potential. And you guys let us know in the comments what you would do with the sheds and things you have here. I just want to thank you all again. Anyone that's bought merch, anyone who's liked a video, who's become a member of the YouTube channel, anything at all over the last 4 or 5 years, you guys have made this dream come true. Because the reality is, and we'll talk about it more when we talk about finances, it's like, without something like, you know, the sheep game, I could have worked shore sheep all my days and probably not got in a place like this. So thank you to everyone. I want to say a Merry Christmas. Got the merch trailer in here already now. I want to say a Merry Christmas to all of you. Enjoy the time with your family and friends. It's always that time we think about the ones that are no longer with us, and probably a bit more so for me here, because, very short story, my dad actually got me a job on this farm. My first ever job on another farm was here, working for the farmer here. And my dad said, got you a job working for Jim Caldwell. And he says, he does the thing right, he keeps a tidy place, and you'll learn a lot over there, so stick in, do as you're told. And I used to whitewash, I used to snow stem those walls, I used to pressure wash all these sheds about 20 years ago. So yeah, to become full circle, and now they're my sheds, it just doesn't seem, when I say it, it just doesn't seem right. Anyway guys, I'll waffle on about a lot of this stuff in future videos. Have a great Christmas, thanks for getting behind us, we appreciate it, and we'll see you in 2025, what year it's going to be. Cheers folks.